Alright guys, welcome back to Rome Reviews. I'm Rome, and today I wanted to try something a little different. I wanted to talk about O Connect on the Oppo. Um, and I guess what I want to do is just immediately let you guys know that it only appears to work for the Find N5 right now. I don't know if they have plans to roll it out to their other devices, but for now, it's the Oppo Find N5, which is what I have right here on my desk. And I wanted to talk about how it behaves between Mac OS and Windows and just my thoughts around how, the choices that they made around that. Now, I have no insider information, so this is all just opinions, but what I want to talk about just how it works. So, immediately, let's go ahead and jump in and let's go to connection and sharing on the phone, and we have the O Connect up on the laptop. It is already installed. Now, if you do want to see me or you want a video from me on how to get this all set up, let me know. I mean, whether it's Mac or Windows, or do you guys just want me to do like an all-in-one video and show you how to set it up on each one? Because Mac is a little odd to me because I'm mostly a Windows guy, but for Mac users, they may not care. They know how Macs work. So anyway, if that's what you want, just let me know. Drop a comment down below, and I'll make a video on it in the future. But moving on. So I'm going to go ahead and click connect on the device and see if it automatically connects, which they say that it's supposed to do, and it did. So right away, you'll see my recent files pop up, which is just pictures of my son basically and wallpapers that I've downloaded. So we're going to go ahead and jump on the device. And what I want to mention right away is that you'll see another option down here for remote control. This is not touchscreen by any means, but let me go ahead and click on that. And you'll see that I have everything connected. Now it says no internet connection. Let me make sure I'm on the correct Wi-Fi because it does play a role. I have two different Wi-Fi networks in my home. Let me click escape, come out of that, click on Wi-Fi, make sure I'm connected. I am connected, so weird that it says no internet connection. But anyway, just want to show you guys this real quick. It says Myra's MacBook Air, which is my wife. It is available. So I'm just going to click on it and see what happens. Maybe I need to do it on my laptop. I'm still familiarizing myself with this, but it's just kind of odd. Remote desktop. Okay, so I do have to do it on the phone. Okay, and let's see if it actually connects. And just keep in mind, remember this, remote control is available on the MacBook Air, and we're trying to get connected from the phone itself. Both devices are on the same Wi-Fi. Yes. And I clicked on it and nothing is really happening. It seems to be struggling. I do have the same account. There we go. There we go. It's doing something. It says loading desktop PC. So, okay. Let's see what happens. Okay. So we are connected. And what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and log in using my wife's password, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more. So give me one moment. All right. So as you can see, let me move the phone back up into frame. All right. So the laptop did shut off. As you can see right there, it did shut off. But or the screen just shut off itself, not the laptop. But anyway, you see that I am remotely controlling the laptop. Let me get rid of the keyboard. And I feel like there is some screen real estate that is kind of missing. But if I rotate the phone a little bit, and it get a little more screen real estate if I rotate the phone. But as you can tell, everything works. I want to minimize that without closing it. I don't want to I don't want to make it disconnect. But anyway, let's just open. Let's say, where is Safari? There it is. Click on Safari, opens right up, and we can just go to Google just to bring Google up. So, I mean, it works very, very well. It's very smooth. Now, I haven't tried file transfer and things like that. So, you know what? Let's do it right now. So, before I do that, let's jump in and just see. There's like a little quick menu at the bottom. And you see your keyboard, your touchpad, your mouse, quick action, remote control, which we're doing. But let's see what pops up. Orientation lock. Let's see, what's that? Sound output, definition. Can I do, oh, it's already in HD. Okay. Gestures, mouse and key. Let's see, mouse. I don't know what that is. We'll figure that out later. Private. I don't want to click on it because I feel like that's going to make it disconnect. I wish I could see what that complete statement, but okay. Anyway, moving on. But anyway, what I wanted to show was that it really works pretty smoothly between the two devices or whatever. So, but what I want to do is go to the flip side of that, and I'm going to pull up my Windows laptop and just kind of show you guys how that works. So what I'm going to do is go in, and since we're going to disconnect anyway, let's go ahead and see what that other menu showed. No, oh, so we have send the PC, and we have mission. What was that? Oh, look at that. I like stumbling across things while I'm doing the video live. I'm sorry about that, guys. So I just want to say real quick that I know that in the future I probably will start doing scripts for my videos so they could just flow more smoothly. But I just have this obsession with stumbling across things while I'm going over them with you guys and just learning new things while I'm doing them. So we have dock. You can remove the dock. Okay, and you have send to PC. You can send photos and videos, files, and so on and so forth. Okay, you can sleep, restart, power off. I don't want to do any of that right now. Well, I think I do want to power off. But anyway, I want to click on this private. Ah, so now you can see it on both screens. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm glad I tried that out while I was here. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and disconnect from the Mac. We're just going to power it off because we're not going to come back to it. So let's go ahead and power off. After the PC is powered off, duh. Yeah. Sign out, I guess. All right. So as you can see, like, and not only does it work like really, really well, the commands are almost instant. Like there's very little lag between when you hit the command and when it performs the action on the laptop or on the back. So we're gonna move that down to the bottom, and I'll be right back once I get my Dell powered up. All right, so we are back. I finally got my laptop powered up, my Windows laptop. It is a Dell, so it's not any special type of version of laptop at all. It's just a regular Dell. So I have Oppo, I have O Connect set up, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the same thing I did on the Mac. And you see, I clicked on Connect, and it wants me to scan to connect. I wish that it was automatic like what we had, but anyway, let's go ahead and get it done. I'm going to scan that. Okay, it got connected, which is good. I mean, at least it did connect. And it pulls up the same screen. But you will notice immediately that, let's center that it doesn't give me the option to remote control. It just gives me the option to, manage my files. Basically, I can import my files, transfer history, so on and so forth. But I do not have that option to remote control my laptop. And that brings me to my point. It's odd that they have decided to go the route of focusing more on bringing all of these features to Macs. And I know that it's mostly because they want to target iPhone users, and I get that. But it's weird for this device to be an Android device and not have the full features like they have for the Mac. It's just odd. I don't know. I wish I understood marketing and stuff like that more in depth than I do, but it's just I know they're really aggressive about it. They're going after the Apple audience. To the point where they're putting action buttons. I think the action button is just a theme for 2025. Everybody's doing it now. Before that it was Apple, and before that it was Sony, and for some reason it didn't pick up until Apple did it. But anyway, that's just an opinion. It's just my thoughts. But anyway, moving forward. Yeah, it's really weird that they gave you like this full, it feels like a complete package on the Mac, but on the Android it just feels more of like an afterthought, if that makes sense. I really wish that they had given you like that full, like the full remote desktop where you can manage your laptop remotely if you're not around, as long as it's powered on. And you can just see that it just doesn't work as seamlessly as it did on the Mac. When I click full screen, it actually does go full screen, whereas it didn't a couple of days ago when I was playing around with it on my laptop. As a matter of fact, a couple of days ago, it wouldn't even install for me. It was having issues. I was able to download it, and once I clicked on it to install the file, it did open up the installation window, but then after that, nothing. It just will crash every time. Then they fixed that, and now I was able to download and install it. But it just feels like Android and Windows working together just feels like more of an afterthought as opposed to something that was just like a big deal for them. Their focus seems to be more so on Mac. And I mean, while I get it, you can't forget that you do have an Android device, Android based device here. I mean, and I would think that Android and Windows would go hand in hand, but this device specifically, not anymore in their lineup as far as I could tell, has that type of integration with the Mac. But for this device particularly, it seems like they were focusing iPhone users or Mac users, giving them that integration so they would be more comfortable with stepping outside of the iPhone world. But I really wish that they would bring it to it. And maybe they do have plans, and eventually it'll get to a point where it doesn't feel like an afterthought. But for now, it feels like an afterthought. So we'll see where it goes. If you guys want to see how things behave, like different features of O Connect, I will guarantee you that if you do want to see features, you will get more value out of the Mac. If you guys want me to show that, I can make more, maybe a full video. For now, the Windows laptop is just more of a file transfer system as opposed to like the full integration. I don't even see, let me see, let me make sure before I speak. See, I don't even see like the option to answer calls or anything like that. And I don't know if that they want you to rely on link to Windows for that. Let me see. So they do have the link to Windows option here, and maybe they want you to use that for your for this device since it already exists on Windows. But I mean, if you're gonna make the O Connect, I mean, hey, go ahead and give you the full thing instead of like saying, hey, Android users, go ahead and use link to Windows, and for Mac users, we have our own specialized app, O Connect, for that. And like I said, guys, before, I know you guys may know a bit more about this and why they went that route, and you know, feel free to drop a comment, but let's have a conversation about it. I'm always open. So anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in for this video. And if there's, like I said, if there's anything you want to see, how to install it and set it up, the features, like, I mean, maybe you want to see like from beginning to end, from installation and setup to how it actually behaves on the Mac and different features. Anything you want to see in particular, drop a comment. Don't be shy. All right. Appreciate you guys tuning in for this one, and I will catch you in the next one. Later.